And welcome to Benilde-St. Margaret School for Metro West Conference Softball. As the anthem completed here, it's the Cooper Hawks paying a visit here to the Benilde-St. Margaret's Red Knights. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox. It is a rainy afternoon here, but it doesn't seem like it'll by any means be enough to keep this game from being played or halted or anything, just kind of a light rain. Second meeting of the season already between the two. Cooper has had a lot of postponements. They had some COVID issues around their program, so had to postpone quite a few games. So they've only played 3 times this year. Meanwhile, Benilde's played 9 games already, which is kind of more typical, it feels like, for most of the teams. And here's the lineup for the Cooper Hawks. Sarah Vandenberg, their head coach. Olivia Adams will lead it off, the third baseman. Then it's Emma Jennings, the right fielder. Jace Herman in center hits third. Sydney Dixon in left field hitting cleanup. Ariana Drinkwine, the first baseman, hits fifth. Olivia Thomas at shortstop. Emma Chavez is the second baseman, and then is the Stromberg twins. Morgan, the pitcher, hits eighth. Claire, the catcher, hitting in the number 9 slot for Cooper. And defensively for Adrian Wagner and the Red Knights, they've got Senya Golasek, Iris Flum, and Maggie Wozniak in the outfield. Carly Green, Sophie Melsness, Liv Haig, Kylie Wagner around the infield. Michelle Doring is the catcher, and Tibby Stewart, a good one in the pitching circle for Benilde. She has done all of their pitching so far this year. First pitch taken outside for a ball there by Adams. Stewart 7-2 this year and an ERA of 1.47. In 57 innings, she's allowed 34 hits and 19 walks with 95 strikeouts. So been fairly dominant certainly for Benilde this season. Adams 0 for 3 in limited opportunities early this year, and trying to get things started for the Hawks. Takes that one at the knees for a strike. Little soft liner, and that one is squeezed there by Melsness. So Adams lines out to short to begin the top of the first, and Emma Jennings will be the batter now for Cooper. Emma's gone 1 for 7 in their first 3 games. Slicing it foul past first. It's not very windy today, which is one good thing, and you know, the ball might get a little bit wet, but I don't think the rain itself is going to be enough to bother any of these players. They've certainly played in worse. Taken low for a ball there by Jennings. First meeting of the season didn't go so well for the Hawks, as a 16-0 win for Benilde in their season opener. Foul tip there. So Cooper in some ways kind of playing catch up with some of their opponents, just in terms of haven't had very many games in and trying to get into the swing of things, if you will. They did win 1 game over Minneapolis Edison, and then I've had a couple of lopsided losses to a couple of the pretty good teams in the Metro West, one of them being this Benilde team, of course, and the other Chaska. And there's a called third strike on the inside corner as Jennings caught looking here for the second out. And Jace Herman will step up now for Cooper as we see Stewart getting her first K of the game. Rip and a miss. Herman's hit pretty well in the early going. She's 3 for 7. Also has a triple, has scored 5 runs. Takes that one for a strike. Fights that one off back into the screen there. So Herman trying to stay in there, and Stewart trying to work a 1-2-3 first here. Popping this one up, it's going to get out of play. Gonna get a dry softball in there, and a couple of foul balls there, so they work that one back in play as Herman, again, 0-2 pitch coming from Stewart. And that one way up high and out of the zone, 1-2. Benilde, we said 7-2. They took their second loss of the season against a good Chanhassen team Monday, but have had a lot of good wins along the way, some lopsided ones. Off the end of the bat, that one fouled into the backstop. The other loss was a one-run game against Jefferson. And one-run win over Kennedy, but other than that, they've been kind of rolling up on quite a few of their opponents so far, so pretty good season. And there's a called third strike as Herman caught looking that one on the outside corner. And the Hawks are done in the first. No runs, no hits, and no one left. So after a half inning, Cooper nothing, and Benilde getting set for their first at bat. Another look at this one. Working the outside part of the plate that time after she'd been working inside a little bit more. So a couple of Ks, not surprising based on the stats we've seen from Tibby Stewart as she gets 2 strikeouts, and now Morgan Stromberg will start her warm-up tosses here for Cooper. The lineup for the Red Knights will be led off by Sophie Melsness, their shortstop. Senya Galasek, the left fielder, hitting second. Stewart, who's also maybe their best hitter so far, is batting third. Iris Flum, the center fielder, hits cleanup. Kyla Wagner at first, and Michelle Doring, the catcher. Carly Green, who had a great season as a hockey goalie for Benilde, and then Wozniak and Haig in the 8 and 9 spots for the Red Knights. And the defensive alignment for Cooper. Got the 2 Olivias on the left side there, Adams and Thomas. Chavez at second, Drinkwine at first base. Dixon, Herman, Jennings in the outfield, and then the Strombergs doing the catching is Claire, the pitching is Morgan for Cooper. So Red Knights, as I said, last game were shut out, but for the most part, they've been putting up some good numbers. Kennedy held them to 3, but other than that, they've mostly been scoring quite often. Melsness will step in. She is hitting a .438, has been on base exactly half her times up, so 500 on base average. Takes that one for a ball. Also has a little bit of power. 3 doubles, a triple, and a couple of home runs. Scored a team high 14 runs, which you kind of might expect from the leadoff hitter. That one is over for a strike. Close, but taken for a ball. I think even Melsness wasn't quite sure on that one as she had a long look back at the umpire. That one is a strike, so now 2-2. Interesting dynamic, of course, having twins as the pitcher and catcher for Cooper. Change up, and it's a little spinner down to second. Melsness runs well, but they will get the out. Chavez didn't have a lot of extra time on that one. It was kind of a slow roller, but gets the out. And Senya Galasek will be the batter now for Benilde. She's 2 for 5 in limited opportunities. Has scored 6 runs as well. And strike 2. Watches that one away. So ball and 2 strikes. Not a bad idea at all for Stromberg there. Try and get that slap hitter to chase something low and away. Fouled away there. Popping it up, and a nice grab there. Drifting back just a little bit there, Olivia Adams, and able to make the catch. Just tried to pop that one over the left side of the infield there with that little kind of half swing, and Adams made it look easy there. So 2 outs, and Tibby Stewart will be the batter now for Benilde. And I said, obviously, she's had a good year. She'd be one of their better, more valuable players, even if she was just a pitcher. But as a hitter, hitting .464, 5 doubles, a couple of home runs. Has driven in a team high 11, hitting with nobody on base here, but a dangerous threat regardless. Little tapper, and that's going to be foul down the first base side there. Takes a ball there, so 2-1 count now to Stewart. Nobody on base, 2 outs here, bottom of the first for Benilde-St. Margaret's. And we remain scoreless here. Takes that one up high, 3-1. I think Stromberg knows, obviously, this good hitter, power hitter, don't want to give in and throw her something right over the heart of the plate. Back up the middle, Stromberg able to knock it down. Her throws a little bit low, but Drinkwine handles it with no problem. And Benilde goes 1-2-3 in the first, as Cooper did in their half of the inning. No runs, no hits, and no one left. We've played 1 inning here at Benilde. It is 0-0, the Hawks and the Red Knights.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad. That's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
What are you doing in there?
What's that?
I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Welcome back here to Benilde-St. Margaret's for Metro West Conference Softball on CCX Sports, as Cooper getting set to bat in the top of the second. It'll be their 4, 5, 6 hitters, Sydney Dixon, Ariana Drinkwine, and Olivia Thomas, as both pitchers had 1, 2, 3 innings in the first.
The top of the second inning for the Hawks is infielder number 8, Sydney Dixon.
Sydney Dixon batting .500 in the early going, 3 for 6. Has a home run to her credit. And has scored 5 runs and driven in 3, so you can see why she is kind of in the middle of part of their order. Looks like a hitter can do some damage. Fouling that one straight back. Changeup has popped up, and it is dropped. As Wagner not able to look that one in, so Dixon will be aboard on the error here. Look like a relatively routine chance, but
First baseman number 22, Ariana Drinkwine.
so Ariana Drinkwine will be the batter with a runner at first and no one out. E3 on the ball there that allows Dixon to reach. Drinkwine 0 for 4 as a hitter in their first few games. Cut and a miss there. Going to throw to first. It's not a very good throw, but backed up nicely, so no chance for Dixon to get up and go there. One and 2 pitch here to Drinkwine, and that is a called third strike, so third strikeout for Stewart, all of them called. And Olivia Thomas will be the batter now for Cooper, as you get another look at that one. Seemed to fool her a little bit there. It seemed basically right over the plate. Going to be another throw to first. Dixon back in. Thomas has had a pretty decent start with the bat as well. 3 for 7. Couple of runs scored, couple batted in. Takes that one down low.
Come on, Olivia!
2-0 pitch is over for a strike, and yet another throw down to first base. As you can see, Doring doesn't mind throwing the ball around a little bit there.
Come on, Olivia! Come on, you got it! Hey, let's go, Olivia! Good out!
Taken for a ball there. Thomas able to lay off that one, so 3-1. Stewart shoots a strike in there, so now the count running full.
Olivia, watch the pitch! Watch the pitch! If you like it, swing! Come on, Olivia!
Cut and a miss. Ball getting away. First base is occupied, so the runner can move up. Thomas is out though. So 2 gone with Dixon advancing, and Emma Chavez will be the batter. Takes that one for a strike. Emma so far 0 for 3. Has scored a couple of runs though. And fouling that one back. She had a pretty good cut. Lining it, and it's going to be fouled on that right field side. It's the one spot on the field I can't see very well, so sorry for the delay there. Boy, that would have been nice for Cooper if it dropped in. Obviously, Dixon with 2 outs could be running, and she would have scored rather easily on that play, but instead it's a foul ball. They're 0-2 here, and this one gets by Wagner, but picked up in a nice little flip there as covering up behind her for the Red Knights was Haig. So 4-3 on the putout, and the Red Knights survived the error. For Cooper, no runs, no hits. There was one Benilde error and one left aboard. We go to the bottom of 2 at 0-0.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
We go to the bottom of the second here at Benilde. It'll be the 4, 5, 6 hitters coming up for the Red Knights as Flum, Wagner, and Doring will bat against Morgan Stromberg, who had a very efficient first inning, hitting Benilde 1, 2, 3. First pitch over for a strike. Flum is hitting 381. 8 hits and 21 at-bats, has scored 3 runs. Also walked a couple of times. Fouls this one away. Well, it's very early, and I don't want to jinx anything, but obviously so far much more competitive than what the team's first meeting was. Little tapper to third. Might be a tough play here. Adams hustles up to get it, but not going to be. Ooh, they do get the out. Nice dig at first base as Flum is out 5-3 on the putout. Adams with a good play, and Drinkwine digs it up. I'd be interested to see this one again. I, at first glance, wasn't thinking out here, but get the out. Nice job by Drinkwine to not only dig it, but to hang on the bag there, too. First pitch over for a strike to Wagner. Wagner's hitting 391. He's also walked 6 times, driven in 5, 6 doubles as well. There's a strike. Stromberg throwing strikes so far here. 1 and 2 count now to Wagner. Just gets a piece of that one. One hopper back to Stromberg and flips over to first base for out number 2. Did a nice job handling that one. It was kind of an in-between, a little short hop. Not really catchable on the fly, but she didn't have any trouble with it. So 2 gone, and Michelle Doring will be the batter now for Benilde. Michelle's hitting 259. Couple of homers, 6 runs batted in. Change up and had her way out front of that one. Stromberg's been efficient so far. Mostly shooting strikes, but not giving him anything, you know, too great to hit up to this point. Try to get her to chase that one, but it's up high. Comes Adams with the changeup, but it's outside. Two-two pitch and flicked down the right field line. That one is fair, and it'll be a 2-out single for Michelle Doring. So first base hit, first base runner for Benilde, as Doring drops one in down that right field line, and Carly Green will be the batter. Another look, just kind of inside outs this one, flicks it down, and about 6 inches fair. Going to have a courtesy runner down there at first base as Rose Bransford will run for Benilde for the catcher Doring.
Number 21, Carly Green. And the courtesy run for the catcher Michelle Doring is number 3, Rose Bransford.
So Green will step in. Takes a strike here. Green hitting at .235 this year. It's driven in 3. Taps this one foul. Not a lot of real hard contact so far for Benilde in these first couple innings, as Stromberg is kind of keeping them off balance, and you know, they've put everything in play. They haven't been striking out, but not a lot of real hard hit balls. That one is just fouled on the third baseline, and fortunately so for Cooper, there was no chance for Adams to get that one. It was fouled by about a foot. Another 0-2 here from Stromberg. Lifted down that left field line. It's foul but caught. Nice job to get over there for Dixon, and she will squeeze it in foul territory, and the Red Knights are done in the second. No runs, 1 base hit, no Cooper errors, and they leave 1. We've finished 2 innings here at Benilde-St. Margaret's. It's 0-0, Cooper and Benilde.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
We go to inning number 3 here, and no score on the board as of yet. The 8-9-1 hitters coming up for Cooper. Morgan Stromberg, the pitcher, leads it off, and it'll be her sister Claire hitting in the 9 slot. Morgan limited at bats, but she's 2 for 2. 1 double, 1 single. Rip and a miss there. And on the hands and fouls that one away, so 2 and 2. So look at Sarah Vandenberg, the Cooper head coach. 4th season with the program, although I guess last year it's kind of that gray area. Do you count that because there wasn't a season? But came in 2018 to the Cooper program. Just inside there to Morgan Stromberg. Said numbers are a little thin. They've got kind of just enough to have the varsity and JV teams without a lot of subs, but And up the middle, a tough play. Throw is going to be in time, though. Nice range that's shown by Melsness to get over there and get the out. Off the bat, you thought that one's going to be pretty tough, but Melsness read it well, got to it, and her momentum was kind of taking her to first, and Stromberg maybe not the fastest Hawk either, so all that combined means an out at first, one gone, and Claire Stromberg will be the hitter. Claire is 0 for 2 as a hitter. Rip and a miss here. That one is a strike. So no balls, 2 strikes here. And there's a called third strike for out number 2 here in the third. Strikeout number 5 for Stewart. And Olivia Adams will come up. Another look at that pitch. Framed up pretty well there by Doring too. Adams hit a soft liner to short her first time up, 0 for 1. Swings that one up in the zone there, and it's 0 and 1. Takes that one inside, 1 and 1. And now 2 and 1. Fought that one off. It's a foul ball. 2 and 2 now to Adams. And a liner up the middle, and that'll be a base hit for Adams. First hit of the game for Cooper. Second base runner that they've had, as Adams, a nice at bat there. Just went with that pitch right up the middle. Able to drop it in right at the edge of the outfield grass there and in for a single. So 2 out base runner for the Hawks. Emma Jennings will be the batter now. That one is in the dirt, and Adams will be able to advance to second on the play. Wild pitch. So runner into scoring position for Cooper. We haven't had much of that so far for either team. Dixon, after reaching on an error, did get into scoring position in the second for the Hawks, but then a couple of strikeouts and a ground out got Stewart out of it. There's a strike. Jennings was a strikeout victim herself in the first. Pitch way up high there. One thing I'm guessing Cooper talks about a little bit in the dugout here is they've taken a number of called third strikes already, 4 in the game. And you may say on any individual pitch, you know, maybe it wasn't, you know, could it have been outside or whatever? Yeah, maybe. But at the same time, you kind of have to adjust and say we need to be protecting more, even if a couple of them maybe weren't, you know, in your eyes a strike. Rip and a miss. Stewart getting another K there, so she's had 2 strikeouts in each of the first 3 innings. No runs for Cooper. They do get their first hit. No errors by Benilde, and 1 left aboard as we go to the bottom of the third. Still a scoreless game here on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
We head to the bottom half of the third here at Benilde-St. Margaret's, and Cooper lost big the first time around, hanging right in there with Benilde. We're at 0-0. The 8-9 one-hitters coming up for BSM. Wozniak, the right fielder, leading it off. Takes a first pitch over for a strike. Looking for her first hit this year, 0 for 10, but does have 1 run scored, 1 run batted in. Stromberg's been good so far, just that 1 single, the Doring down the right field line in the 2nd inning. Otherwise, she's retired the other 6 batters she's faced. Wozniak trying to drop a bunt down, but got that one out front of it and knocked it way foul. One-two offering, change up, and got that one over onto a vehicle there in the parking lot. Pretty much every car that's at this field is generally within range for a foul ball, it feels like. 1-2 again, and that one high and away. Two and two offering here from Stromberg, and chop foul. So a good battle here to begin this third inning. It's Wozniak and Stromberg, as you can look there at Adrian Wagner. Team off to a good start this year at 7-2, but so far facing a good battle from Cooper. And we remain at 0-0. This one lifted out to left field and pretty well hit. Dixon drifting back, and it's going to bounce to the fence. And that will be a leadoff double for Wozniak. Dixon, I think, had a little more room than she realized there. I don't know that she would have been able to get to this one, but it looked like she kind of slowed, thinking she was at the fence. Yeah, it was over her head anyway. So best hit ball of the game there for either club, as Wozniak checks in at second base with a double. And Liv Haig will be the batter now for Benilde. And not a bad hit for your first hit of the year there too for Maggie. Haig grounding one foul down the third base line. Haig 2 for 11 as a hitter this season, so 182 average, but good opportunity here to, if not score the run, at least get that runner over. Takes that one for a ball. Wozniak getting a pretty good jump there, and that might have planted the seed in their mind that maybe she could go outside with that one. Takes that one inside, so 3 balls and a strike here to the number 9 hitter for Benilde. Stromberg, I mean, first base is open, but I don't think she'd probably just as soon not walk the number 9 hitter here with some good hitters coming up. And that one is outside for ball 4, so Haig will draw a walk. Runners at first and second, nobody out for Benilde, and Melsness will step up.
Now batting for the Redknights, number 13, Sophie Melsness.
Melsness grounded to second, her first time up. Benilde maybe trying to say, okay, second time around, let's really get something going. Or actually these first two hitters, it was their first time seeing Stromberg. Takes that one for a ball. Lifting this one up and out of play down the right field side. We said the first time up, Melsness has had a pretty good season with the bat. .438 average coming in, .781 slugging, because she's got 3 doubles, a triple, and a couple of home runs. Also has stolen 10 bases. It's looking like in this at bat that might not be a factor, but Stromberg maybe seems to be, kind of picking at corners a little more here, having a little bit of trouble putting the ball exactly where she wants it compared to the first couple innings. And that one taken up high, so 3-1 now to Melsness. Good job by her to not be so overeager. I mean, obviously you want to come up, you got a couple on, you want to get a good base hit here, but a walk is also not a bad thing in this spot. Slashes that one foul and out of play. So full count pitch upcoming here to Melsness with a couple on, nobody out for Benilde, and a swing and a miss, and down she goes. Stromberg getting her first strikeout and a good time for it too. Got her to chase one. And Galasek will be the batter. Another look at this one as I figured it was a change. Galasek had a little soft liner to the third, her first time up. A slap hitter here. We'll see what she can do. Put the ball in play and get their team running a little bit. This time going to drop down a bunt. Throw to first base. Not in time, and they'll be loaded up. And that's what a speedy slap type hitter can do for you. A bunt single there. Well, load the bases here for Benilde with one out. And Tibby Stewart coming up. Get another look, deadened that ball nicely. Stromberg, nothing wrong with how she played it, just not going to be in time with Galasek getting that good start out of the left-handed batter's box. Stewart, a very good hitter, bounced back to the pitcher first time up. Grounding this one to short. They're going to come home with it, and the ball's dropped. Runner's safe. Wozniak will score on the play as Stewart will reach on a fielder's choice. They have to score that as an error on the catcher. That was going to be an out, but Stromberg dropped it. Another look as this one hit pretty much right at short. And you see, there's no question this ball was gonna be out, so I call that an error on the catcher. Iris Flum will be the batter now for Benilde. Got a runner at first base is Petty for Benilde as the courtesy runner for the pitcher Stewart. So 1-0 Red Knights, and Flum the hitter, one out, bases loaded. I think it was definitely the right play to go home by Thomas on that one for Cooper, but they just weren't able to squeeze it and get the out at home. And this one hit, and that'll be through for a base hit. Another run will score. They're sending runner number 2 as well. 2 runs in as Flum delivering a single to left field to knock in a pair, and it's 3-0 now in favor of the Red Knights. So after going out rather quietly in the first couple innings, they have gotten it going here in this third. Another look, just slashed that one through. Aggressive base running there, and Cooper doing a good job to cut it off. That kept the runner Petty at second. Stromberg requesting some water there, getting herself back in order here. So 3-0 Benilde. There's, you see Petty now the lead runner at second, with Flum at first base after a 2-run single, and Kylie Wagner will be the batter for BSM. Takes a ball. Wagner hit a little one-hopper back to the pitcher Stromberg, her first time up, so she's 0 for 1, but Benilde is certainly faring better in this inning than they had in the previous couple. Up and away there, and obviously the drop ball by the catcher Stromberg at home, you know, the inning would have certainly looked a little better for the Hawks, but it was going to be a close play and a runner sliding in. You know, not the first time you'll see that. A tough one to handle. To short, Thomas going to go to third, and they will get the force out there. So Wagner aboard on the fielder's choice. Nice play there by Thomas. 6-5 on the putout, so 2 outs. And Michelle Doring will be the batter. Similar to the one earlier where she came home. This time the lead runner there, and Adams hanging on. So Doring had a single her first time up. Lifting this one, and it's going to drop into short center field and might score a run. Here comes the throw. Not in time. There'll be a throw to third, and that is too high. And another run will score, and Doring all the way around to third, and now she was going to try to come home and actually might have made it as that one got away. But 2 runs are in on the play for the Red Knights. Doring will be run for here.
Once again entering the game as a first runner for catcher Michelle Doring. His number 3 was Brownsburg.
Another look, just dropped that one into a good spot in center field. And then E2 on the throw that allowed that second run to come in. So give Doring 1 RBI there. Here's Carly Green to short, and the throw across is in time. Benilde is now done in the third, but it's a big inning for them as they break through with 5 runs in the inning on 4 base hits, 2 errors committed by Cooper, and 1 left aboard. It's 5-0 Benilde through 3.
Sorry about that. No, I've been staying at my dad's place because of everything.
Where are we going?
He's good. Yeah, I know, we keep missing each other. I've been working out of my dad's house, doing some reading. I should be working out more. I just feel like I'm drowning.
Navigating these times can be tough, but while you care for your loved one, you also need to care for yourself. Go to aarp.org/caregiving for free mental health and self-help tips.
5-0 Benilde as we go to the 4th. Jace Herman leading it off for Cooper. The 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up against Tibby Stewart. You see Benilde breaking through with 5 runs in that bottom of the third after both teams had gone scoreless the first couple. Herman, a strikeout victim her first time up. Cut and a miss at that one, so Stewart now staked to a 5-run lead. Benilde is kind of a little bit of everything there. A couple of errors by Cooper, a couple of nicely hit balls, and just kind of all added up, and 5 runs on the board in a hurry there for BSM. Gets a piece of that one to hang in there. Dixon will be the next hitter for Cooper. Takes that one. So 2-2 now to Herman. A little bit inside there, and the count will run full. And a cut and a miss, and Herman down on strikes. 7th strikeout for Stewart. Sidney Dixon will be the batter now for the Hawks. Stewart coming back to strike her out on that 3-2 pitch. Dixon reached on an error her first time up. A little pop up to the first baseman that was dropped. Fouls this first pitch away. Tapper back to Stewart. She juggles it, and the throw to first is not in time. So Dixon will reach on the error. Looked like a relatively routine play there, but Stewart just didn't look it into her glove and juggled it, so E1. Yeah, it did look like it'd take a little bit of a bad bounce there, but kind of felt like she had time, and then all of a sudden, oh, I don't have time. So Drinkwine will be the batter. Chases that one up and away, throw it back to first. Dixon diving back in, so Dixon has been on errors twice. Popped up. Nelsness calling for it, and will make the catch for out number 2. And Olivia Thomas will be the batter now for Cooper. Cut and a miss there. Another throw back down to first. Keeping Dixon busy down there. And saw earlier that Doring does not mind throwing the ball, likes to throw it. Another cut and a miss, another throw back to first. Stewart trying to keep her string going. She's had 2 strikeouts in each of the first 3 innings, and if she could get Thomas, it would be her second of the 4th. Instead, lifted out to short right field, but they had her played perfectly. Thomas flies out to right. The Hawks are done in the 4th. No runs, no hits. There was 1 error committed by Benilde and 1 left aboard. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It's 5-0 Red Knights.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here.
Wait. What?
I can't drive.
Why? My. Oh.
COVID-19 has hit our community real hard.
We're dying from coronavirus at almost double the national rate.
If we come together, we have the power to save what matters to us, our Black lives.
There's power in protecting your loved ones.
There's power in wearing a mask and social distancing.
There's power in knowing the facts and using your voice.
Let's fight COVID-19. Visit bethepowerofus.org.
Look at the Cooper outfielders there. Their team trailing at 5-0. They've good first couple innings, and Benilde got some things going in the third, put 5 runs on the board, and now the Red Knights will hit in the fourth, and it's the same hitter that got them started in the third. Wozniak doubled over the left fielder's head for her first hit of the season, and it started that 5-run outburst for the Red Knights. And hits this one well again out to left field, nearly the same spot. Dixon cannot get it, and Wozniak will be in with a double again. Very similar to her first at bat there, as Dixon drifting back. I thought there was a chance this one was going to get out. It landed at the base of the fence there. And Haig will be the batter as Wozniak. Now your teammates, you're excited she got a double, but I'm guessing on the second one you're saying, okay, where's your power there? You got to get that over the fence. That's you know, like to give each other a hard time a little bit, but no, it was a couple of nice hits in a row, and obviously, like we said, had not had a base hit coming into the game, so she's got to feel really good about that. Haig last time up walked and came around to score. Outside, I was just going to say, Stromberg, you got to make sure that doesn't happen again. You can't walk the number 9 hitter after that leadoff double again. Kind of help the inning along. Got to come right at her. Lifted to right. And the catch made there for Jennings. 1 out, and now the top of the order as Melsness will come up. Sophie, you kind of do based on the stats she had coming in. 0 for 2, struck out last time up. Looks at a strike here. Throw back gets away, but second baseman Chavez right there to grab it up. Just missed with that one. 1-1 now to Melsness. Fouling this one away. Wozniak being sent back. Good idea, though. I mean, you're not sure if she made contact. It's the right play to just run until they tell you otherwise there. 1-2 from Stromberg. Change up, and that is a fair ball right over the bag at third. Wozniak got a late start. I don't think she thought it was fair, so she will not score. She does advance to third. It's going to be a double for Melsness. That changeup hammered right over the bag at third. And I have a good look at it. It was definitely fair. Wozniak, I was just praising her for running on a ball that was a foul ball, and I think she realized right there that I think she thought this was foul and probably should have at least been a threat to score there. But either way, they wind up with runners at second and third. And Galasek, the slap hitter coming up, puts a little pressure on this Cooper defense here. Takes that one up high for a ball. Last time at a bunt single after a little pop out to the third baseman the first time up. And this one gets away from Stromberg, and this time a very good jump for Wozniak, who I think was disappointed in herself for not taking off earlier on that previous one. So the run will score on a wild pitch. Melsness to third, now 6-0 BSM. Another look at this one. It did hit Stromberg's glove, but I think it was, high and it was a tough enough one that I'll score that as a wild pitch rather than pass ball. Either way, Stromberg was going to have a mark against him there, right? This one fouled by Galasek. Two-one offering coming here. Close, but taken for a ball. 3-1. Fouling this one away. Slap hitting's kind of a tough art. It feels like we maybe don't see quite as much of it as we did at one time in fast pitch, because the bats have gotten better, and I think there's a lot more power hitting maybe than there used to be, but still definitely a place for it. Tapper foul down the third base line. And see if she'd been able to keep that one fair. Melsness is very speedy down that third and would have scored easily on that play. And looks at ball 4. Galasek will draw a walk here with one out. Now runners at the corners, and Stewart will be the hitter. Stewart reached on a fielder's choice last time. And that one is in the dirt. Melsness will come in to score. Galasek was running on the pitch anyway, and it easily advanced to second, so Melsness in on the second wild pitch of the inning there. Make it a 7-0 lead for Benilde, and Stewart would like to add more to that. And there's a rope into center field, and it's going to skip past. It'll score a run. Stewart digging and will be in at second base with a double. Make it 8-0 Red Knights. Now they look at this one, very well hit ball. Bransford will run. I'm gonna be generous there and call that a double rather than an error. It really skidded on the wet grass. And so Flum will be the hitter. As there you got to look at the courtesy runner Bransford. And I think we had the wrong courtesy runner put out there. You have to put the same courtesy runner as the previous time. And yeah, it's going to be Petty. Yeah, I believe that Bransford ran for the catcher the first time rather than for the pitcher. So the umpire recognizing that, so it's Petty running instead. Flum, the hitter, she had probably the biggest hit of the third inning with a 2-run single. Takes that one for a ball. So 8-0 Benilde. They've got a runner on second, still one out, and the heart of their order up. Outside with that one. To short. Throw across in time, and now Petty will advance over to third. That is out number 2. So well done, obviously, there. If you're Cooper, you want to get that out first and foremost. And Petty advancing, not the end of the world there. Thomas did the right thing, just concentrated on getting the hitter. And so Wagner will bat now for the Red Knights. Takes a strike. In the dirt, nice block that time by Stromberg. Down to Chavez at second. She'll make the underhand flip. And Wagner is out. The Red Knights are done in the 4th inning. They do, however, get 3 more runs on 3 hits, all of them doubles, and 1 left aboard. We've completed 4 innings. It's 8-0 BSM.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad. That's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Welcome back here as we go to inning number 5. We're going to have a new pitcher for Benilde as Wagner will move over to pitch.
Several defensive changes here for the Red Knights in the top of the 5th inning. Now pitching number 17, Kylie Wagner.
Wozniak moves over to first base. The catcher is now Brooklyn Riley. Cooper will have the bottom of the order here. Emma Chavez, the second baseman, leading off.
Joe Petty has entered the game in center field. Rose Bransford, number 3, has entered the game in left field.
Bransford now playing left. Eleanor Borish at shortstop. Petty is now the center fielder, and I think that's where we're trying to get everything squared away.
What are you doing over here, dude? Number 23, Eleanor Borish is at shortstop. And it appears as though number 7, Maddie Murray, is at second base.
Chavez has grounded out her first time up and lifts this one out to right field. And the catch made, as looks like Flum is now over there in right, and Chavez flying to right. Hit that ball pretty well. Morgan Stromberg will be the batter. Looks like if the stats we have are full, that Wagner's pitching for the first time this year. Stromberg grounded to short her first time up. There's a strike. Back up the middle, it's off Wagner, but right to the second baseman, and they'll still get the out. As Murray now in there at second, and Stromberg is out 1-4-3. And Claire Stromberg will be the hitter now for the Hawks. So Wagner in her first inning there as a pitcher didn't quite come up with this one, but fortunately for Benilde, it winds up bouncing right to the second baseman. Now this one knocked down to third, and Claire Stromberg is out, so Wagner ends up having a 1-2-3 fifth. No runs, no hits, and no one left. We go to the bottom of 5 here. It remains 8-0 Benilde-St. Margaret's.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
waters. Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
What are you doing in there?
What's that? I wouldn't do that. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
We head to the bottom half of inning number 5 here at Benilde-St. Margaret's. The Red Knights leading Cooper by an 8-0 count. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 spots coming up for Benilde. They made a bunch of changes defensively in that last half inning, and I think they'll stick with those as hitters here. So the leadoff batter will be Brooklyn Riley, the catcher. Riley's subbing in, but she's done well as a hitter this year. 8 for 16, so batting .500. 8 runs batted in. Takes a first pitch strike there from Stromberg. Slicing that one foul. Change up high and away there. Stromberg wanting a dry softball there, so it puts that one out of play. That one into the outfield grass a little bit. Another errant throw there. Cooper's starting to get a little lax here. 2-2 count. Lifting it out to left field, long run in, but the catch made. So one gone here, and now the batter will be Maddie Murray. Batting in place of Green here. Murray came in at second base in that last half inning. There's a strike. Fouls this one away down the right field line. Slicing that one foul. Pass first. Had her dancing out of the way of that one. Murray this season 3 for 8 as a hitter, so 375 average. To first, Drink Wine will easily win that race, so 2 gone, and Wozniak will be the batter. I would say be ready in left field. Both times up, she's hit doubles right over the left fielder's head. And a strike there. Up front of that one, and it's 0-2. Stromberg sailed along pretty well in the first 2 innings, but then gave up 5 in the 3rd and 3 more in the 4th. And a changeup for a called 3rd strike, and has a 1-2-3 5th. Red Knights, no runs, no hits, and no one left. We go to the 6th inning. 8-0 Benilde, our score.
Hey, Dad. I need your help asking Jessica to prom.
Of course. Love is like the ocean. You have to tread the
Oh,
waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Hey, Jessica. Will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
Welcome back here. Another new pitcher for Benilde as Brooklyn Riley will get a little work here in the circle. She caught last inning and now comes to pitch. We have the top of the order coming up for Cooper. Murray now behind the plate for the Red Knights. So Olivia Adams getting set to come up for Cooper. She has their only base hit of the game so far, back in the 3rd inning. Has a little wave there. Now 2-0. That one bounces in. And Adams will draw a 4-pitch walk here. And Emma Jennings will be the hitter. Jennings struck out first 2 times up against the starter Stewart, who worked 4 innings. Taken up high for a ball there.
Let's go, EJ! You got it, bud! Rip it! Come on, bud! Take some time! Come on, baby, come on! Get on! Come on, EJ! You got this, come on!
And that one hit her.
Batting for the Hawks is number 10, Jace Herman.
Jace Herman will be the batter now for Cooper.
All right, let's go, Jace. Keep it going. Look at it. Base. Okay. Let's go, 10. You got it. Come on, Jace. You got this.
There's a strike. Herman, like Jennings, that struck out her first 2 times up against Stewart. They're probably a little relieved to not see Stewart out there anymore. To short, and a throw to third to get the force play there. That's Porish making that play at short. We got pretty much new players at every position, so Porish doing a nice job backhanding that one, and it can be tough to come in cold off the bench like that and make plays, so nice job there. Sidney Dixon will be the hitter. And that one didn't get too far away, but enough for the runners to move up as catcher Murray couldn't find it.
Come on, Sid. Hey, do it for a third time. You got it. Come on, Sid.
And this one is stroked into left field, and that'll score a pair as Dixon will dig into second with a 2-run double.
Batting for the Hawks, number 22,
Very well hit ball here, and kind of not the greatest route taken there either, but chances are pretty good that one would have gotten by Bransford no matter how she played it. Dixon driving in a pair, and Drinkwine will be the batter. To short again. Throw across is wide, and another run will score. Throw into second is in time for the out. So Drinkwine will reach on an error, but then is thrown out trying to advance to second. Another look here, fielded nicely, but then the throw pulled way off. But a good backup, and they will throw down, and not sliding there cost Drinkwine. So 9-6 on the putout there for the second out. Olivia Thomas, the batter. There's a strike. Thomas will draw a walk, and Emma Chavez will be the batter. We might be getting close to the point when Benilde's starting to feel like maybe we pulled up too soon here as if Cooper gets a couple more. Runner going, throw down, not going to be in time. Thomas will be in on the wild pitch. Tapper foul, so the count will run full here to Chavez. And that is a fair ball right off the bag, and then they almost had a chance to get the runner Thomas. But she'll be safe. Infield hit there for Chavez. Well-placed ball right down the line and right off the third base bag. But then, just for a split second, Benilde thinking, ooh, we might have a chance to get the out here, but didn't quite work out. Morgan Stromberg, the hitter. There's a strike and a throw to third. Stromberg 0 for 2 as a hitter. That one is in the dirt. There might be a play here. Throw not in time. Thomas able to score. That was a dangerous one, but it was a tough one for Riley to handle on the return throw there. It was a close play. This ball got to the backstop in a hurry, and if they field this clean, they've got a very good chance of getting the out there, and they almost did anyway. Riley able to grab that one and throw and get the out, but Cooper getting on the board 4 times here in the top of the 6th inning. 4 runs on a couple of base hits. Benilde committing a costly error in the middle of that as well. It's 8-4 Benilde as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
CCX Media, your source for great local programming, is now available on Roku and Apple TV. Our free app allows you to stream all 3 of our channels live. You'll also have access to a large on-demand library, including daily newscasts and full sporting events. To find the app, go to the store and search CCX and download our free app. Then sit back and enjoy all of your favorite local content. Now available on Roku and Apple TV.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
We go to the bottom of 6 here at Benilde. Game's tightened up considerably as Cooper puts 4 on the board here. It'll be the 9-1-2 hitters coming up for the Red Knights. Liv Haig will lead it off.
Leading off the bottom of the sixth inning right now, it's his number 5, David Hay.
Haig drops down a bunt, and she's going to beat that easily. Infield hit on the bunt single for Haig to begin the bottom of the sixth. It's been a wet day, too, so she dropped that ball down, and it just pretty much died right out front of the plate. You see 3 players coming and no chance to get an out. Melsness will be the hitter, and Melsness gives this one a ride out to left, and it is gone, a home run. Melsness, we said earlier, gotten out the first couple times, last time doubled, and this time blasts a 2-run home run. Really got into that one, and became apparent that one was not going to stay in the field. So Bransford will be the hitter now for Benilde, getting her first at bat. She was in earlier as a courtesy runner and has been playing the field. I've been kind of given up on deciding who's playing what position anymore for Benilde. They've been switching all around the last couple innings. And that's a strike. Tap or foul at the plate. Change up, and that one knocked up the middle for a base hit. Jill Petty will be the batter now for Benilde, as they have hit the ball well here in the sixth after they went out 1-2-3 in the fifth. Petty getting her first at bat today, but has done well as a hitter this year, 10 for 25, so batting .400. And that's a fair ball down the left field line. Very well placed, right near the bag, didn't hit the base, but Petty smacking a single here. So runners at first and second, still nobody out, 2 runs already in. Iris Flum will be the batter as you get another look. Just really turned on that ball. No chance for Adams to get to that one. Nice job by Dixon to really get over there and cover the line though. So Flum, who had a 2-run single in the third, lifting this one down the right field line, and that one's going to get out of play. And a tapper foul. Change up left way up out of the zone by Stromberg there. 2 is popped up. Let's see, this one might be playable, and it's going to fall in. Ooh, drink wide. Hopefully she's all right, as she ended up kind of actually overrunning that ball a little bit. She was looking up at the fence a little bit and then realized, oh, I've gone too far. And at that point, it was too hard to get back to. And that one hit her. So the bases will be loaded up. And Kylie Wagner will be the batter for the Red Knights. Takes a strike. And that one way up high. Two 2-1 count out of Wagner, who started the game at first base and then pitched an inning. Little spinner to third. Adams will come home with it, but it gets away. The run scores. Petty just about tried to score herself, and then the next two runners thought she was going and started to come in. So Ransford will score. Another look as you see that throw. We're going to have to score that as a throwing error there. Not particularly handled well necessarily by the catcher either, but I think the throw was low enough that you call that an error on the third baseman. And then Petty, I thought she was coming, and so did the runners behind her. And she, about halfway home, decided I better not risk it. Came back. So Riley is the batter here for Benilde. Bases full, still nobody out. It's 11-4. There's a strike. To short. The flip to third is not in time. Petty scores on the play. And Flum just barely in at third. Riley will be aboard on the fielder's choice. Right play to go to third here, but just good base running. You see just a little juggle and then the flip, and it's about a tie goes to the runner, I think you say there, and Flum is in safely. So here's Murray stepping up. Murray will knock it to third. Adams up with it. Get the out. Another run scores as Flum is in. Give Murray an RBI there. Makes it 13-4. Wozniak is the hitter. So now the potential winning run is at third base. Runners at second and third. One out. Wozniak, a couple of doubles, and then last time struck out. Takes a strike here. Fouling that one straight back. And a swing and a miss. And goes down on strikes for out number 2, and Liv Haig will be the batter. Haig single to begin this inning. And first pitch swinging here, taps it foul at the plate. That one up high for ball, 1-1. Lifted out to left field. That's going to be in for a hit, and the winning run scores. So dropped in for a hit there for Haig, and Benilde will end up winning it 14-4 in 6 innings here. And kind of like to see if it does end, that it at least ends on a clean hit here too. And Dixon was playing back pretty deep, and obviously no chance. The runner was at third, and that second run at that point doesn't matter because the first run is the only one that counts because that gave him that 10-run win. 14-4, Red Knights, our final score here on a rainy afternoon at Benilde. Hope you've enjoyed this one. For all of our CCX crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Benilde winning its 8th game of the season as they down Cooper 14-4.